Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Technically T, and today we get into more case reviews for the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Today we're going to go ahead and jump into the Poetic cases. Now a huge shout out for Poetic for dropping me these cases to review and always looking out for me when a new product comes out. So huge shout out to those guys. We basically have 4 cases here. Now I'm not sure what these 2 cases are in the boxes. Probably won't know until we actually get them out because I'm not seeing any type of labeling on the bottom of it whatsoever. So for these 2, we're going to set these to the side and go ahead and get into some cases that we're kind of familiar with and ones that we already know. So this one right here, as you already know, is the Poetic New Book. And this is their card case. Now I do like this case. Pretty cool case from Poetic. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Here is the card case from Poetic. So as you can see here on the back, you get your new book material here. You get leather material there. And also if you open this up, you do get a card slot there, which works. I thought I had a push tab up or something like that. But you do get a card tab here. And I don't want to tear the case up. But here is the case. We'll figure it out once we get the phone on. As you see, not too flexible, has a very, pretty stiff, so that's a good thing. Raise power button on the right side, raise volume up, down, Bixby button. Your cutouts are spot on the bottom of it. So let's go ahead and pop the S9 Plus in it, see how it actually fits. So here is the Poetic New Book card case for the S9 Plus. As you can see, pretty nice fit, as you can tell, pretty stiff on the sides. Looking at the lay on the tail protection, as you see here, it does have a slight raised lip on the bottom and on the top, so you should be good. If you drop it on the ground, you don't have to worry about it scratching the actual screen of the actual phone up. Next, as you see, I do have the white stone dome tempered glass screen protector installed. As there is no lifting, nothing at all. So we're pretty much good in that category. It is compatible with the white stone dome tempered glass screen protector. Next, how does it actually fit on the phone? As you can see here, your top and bottoms are a little bit flimsy, but it's not anything that you have to worry about getting loose over time. Overall, the fit of this case is very good in my opinion. And next, how does it actually feel in your hand? Feels pretty good, feels pretty grippy, doesn't add too much bulk to the device. And let's see if I can get those cards out. So here it is. Place credit card in the back of the strap, and then you basically slide down. So if you want to pop a credit card, let me reach over here and get my classic Kroger card, as you guys already know. Pop it in here, slide it down in there, so it actually holds, I guess it's just going to hold one card. Not sure how many cards you can get in there, but this is basically one card. If you want to hold one card, slide it in there, and when you pull the push tab up, it actually pulls the card up with it, so that's not bad at all. Now, with the card in, will that work with wireless charging? Yes, it does. So the card does not block the wireless charger whatsoever. It still works with wireless charger. So here is the Poetic New Book card case for the S9 Plus. Now this case will run you, let's see how much it is on Amazon. The case will run you $12.95 on Amazon, so head over there. They also come in a couple different colors as well. So that is the Poetic New Book leather case. Setting it to the side, moving along, we're going to pull out the Poetic Affinity case. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you already know the Poetic Affinity case is one of the classic cases from Poetic. So we have the all clear version. So let's see if we can get some of this plastic off and take a look at it. You already know this is going to be a fingerprint magnet dealing with these clear cases, but that's all good. Let's go ahead and take a look around the case. So as you can see, clear case, you're going to show off the color of that S9 Plus, which is always a good thing. Volume raise up, raise down, Bixby button, power button right there, raised as well. On the back, you get your one big cutout for your camera, fingerprint scanner, and your flash. Poetic branding here on the bottom. Ports are cut out directly. On around the phone, it has a frosted, a frosted finish instead of your actually clear, transparent finish. So let's go ahead and pop the phone into the case. See how it fits, which actually fits very good. Shows off that coral blue color, very nice. So look, laid on tail protection, as you can see here, has a raised lip on the top and the bottom. So when you lay it down, it won't actually fit on the face of the device. Next, white stone dome compatibility. As you can see, no lifting whatsoever. So this case is compatible with the white stone dome tempered glass screen protector. Next, how does it actually fit on the phone? It actually fits very good. No issues whatsoever, no stretching, no bendy, very, very snug fitting case, and you already know to expect that when dealing with the Poetic Affinity case. Next, how does it actually feel in your hand? It actually feels very good. Keeps the profile of the phone very, very slim. So if you're one of the people who don't like to use cases, like to run the case naked, you can run this case and you actually won't, you won't do too pretty much bad because it's thin and it still shows off the color of that S9 Plus. Also, you do have a straight, clear, transparent back. So you already know, dealing with that, you're going to get fingerprints, you're going to get fingerprint smudges, scratches. You never know with the Poetic Affinity case. For me, in my past, I feel like it's scratched pretty easy, but they may have changed that. One thing I do like is this rubber outline to go all the way around it. It's actually raised, so when you set the phone down, it's not actually sitting on that transparent back, preventing scratches from happening on the case. So that does help with those raised edges. So dropping it on the wireless charger, does it work with wireless charging? Yes, it does work with wireless charging. So this is your Poetic Affinity case. Now this case will run you $12.95 on Amazon, and they also come with a black version, or excuse me, a clear version with the black outline instead of the frosted white. So Poetic Affinity case for the S9 Plus, always one of the classic favorites from those guys at Poetic. Moving right along, here it is. Now we have one of these cases that's in the box. Once again, I do not know which case this is, so let's go ahead and pop it open and see what it is. It's probably one of those super full frame ones, guys, and we'll see how we can do with installing it with the Whitestone Dome tempered glass screen protector, because you already know I cannot take that case. I can't take that screen protector off for that price tag. Even though I got it for free, I don't want to take it off. Parties doing these case reviews to let you guys know if it's compatible with this. So here it is, Poetic Revolution case. I don't even have to look at the Amazon page to know what this one is. Another one of those classic cases from Poetic. Two-part case, heavy duty protection. Phone goes in here, pops in. It also has a built-in screen protector, so keep that in mind. For folks running a tempered glass screen protector, you might have to pop this out and just run your tempered glass screen protector. We'll see how it's actually a fit. If it doesn't fit with the Whitestone Dome, I will pop it out, and then you can kind of see what you're going to get when running this case. So let's go ahead and take a look around the case. You get your raised raised power button there. You get your volume up, volume down there as well. So everything is pretty raised. Very hard material there on the back of the device. So, on the back of the case. So this is definitely your heavy duty drop protection case. So let's go ahead. If I'm not mistaken, we pop the front end here first. Now you guys, you already know we're not reading any instructions at all. So we're going straight off the dome just from experience of installing these cases. So let's pop everything in, and this is with the Whitestone Dome tempered glass screen protector installed. I'm gonna pull back off camera to make sure I got everything lined up, which I think we do. It's giving me a little issues, but it's just a tight fitting case all the way around. Okay, popping it in there. So here it is, the Poetic Revolution case for the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. So as you can see, once again, this is a full 360-degree protection type of case. You get that hard back here, where you also get that plastic, and this is also on top of the Whitestone Dome glass. And as I can see within the case, even this doesn't peel it up. With this tight-fitting case, this screen protector is still compatible with the Poetic Revolution. So that's a pretty good A1 for the Whitestone Dome. So taking a look around it, I still got this little off here. Power button, nice and tactile there. Volume up, volume down. Bixby button, as you can see here. Late on the tail protection, do we even have to talk about it? Can you see those raised edges there? So you can drop that bad boy in the ground just like that. Technically not on the ground, on the table, but you should be good. You shouldn't get any cracking or anything like that. So pretty good heavy duty protection. Next, how does it fit on the phone? Fit is very good. Just take your time and smooth all of the edges out around it to make sure you have it on. But once it's on, it is no creaking. It's actually very, very solid in this case. Poetic Revolution. Like I said, you can pop this plastic out and then just run your tempered glass screen protector. I'm not going to do it here because I see it fits just fine. I don't want to mess up the case in case I want to just give this away to somebody. But that's an option when running the Poetic Revolution. Next, how does it actually feel in your hand? Feels very, very solid. Feels like you're not going to break it if you were to drop it. Adds bulk to the phone. Can't lie about that. It does add a little bit of bulk to the device, but it isn't terrible. But this device is for your heavy duty protection. And even with the rugged protection, dropping it on the wireless charging, it still works with wireless charging. So this case will run you $16.95 for this case. Now, for that price, I really feel like that's a great buy because the protection that you're getting is under 20 bucks, and for out of box is something you'll pay. You're going to spend a lot more money when dealing with one of these cases. So here it is, Poetic Revolution case for the S9 Plus. So last but not least, we have another mystery case that we don't know until we actually tear open the box. So let's go ahead and see what this actual case is here. And this might be another actually it's not. I thought maybe they may send me 2 Poetic Revolution cases, but it isn't. This is another one of their cases, and this is the Poetic Guardian. Now I forgot about the Guardian case. It's kind of like the Revolution case, except it is not as heavy duty, I think, as the Revolution. But let's go ahead and pop it on just like we did before. As you can see here, you get one large cutout for your camera and your flash, your fingerprint scanner, everything like that. You get a little different design here on the bottom. Poetic branding there. Raise power button, volume, up, down, Bixby button. You still get that same included plastic screen protector on this case. So let's go ahead and pop the phone into the front guard here. And then let's see if we can pop it on the Poetic Guardian just like so. Pop it all the way around. Okay, so working it in. Let's pop the phone off. So work it all the way in, all the way around, as you can see. And one thing I forgot to mention, and I'm going to mention it on this, I forgot to actually mention it on the Poetic Guardian, but here it is. I mean, on the Poetic Revolution, but here it is, Poetic Guardian for the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. 2-part case, another heavy duty protection type case. As you see, 360-degree protection, so there's no part of this phone that's actually out and ready for damage. Layer on tear protection, once again, look at those raised edges for layer on tear protection. Shouldn't have to say any more about that. How does it fit? It actually fits very good, no issues, no creaking, and it's actually fit on top of the white stone dome tempered glass screen protector. But as always, you can pop this out and just run the white stone dome alone. Next, how does it feel in your hand? It feels very good in your hand. Feels very solid, very sturdy. Adds a little bit of bulk, but it's not made to fit slim, and it's made for if you were to drop your phone, it can take some drops. Flipping over on the bottom, one thing I didn't mention about the Poetic Revolution is it does have dust flaps for your 3.5mm headset adapter and your USB Type-C port. Your cutout for your speaker and your microphone is wide open with no port, so keep that in mind. Flaps is not hard to get open and not hard to close at all. Last but not least, does it work with wireless charging? As you can see, it's not placed on there right. Yes, it works with wireless charging. So this is the Poetic Guardian. Now, one thing about this, it does have a clear back, so you may get those smudges. As you can see, some fingerprints and smudges are already on this case, but that's what you've known to expect when you're dealing with the Poetic Guardian or any other case that has a clear back. So bringing all of them to the frame here, you have your Guardian here. You have your Poetic Affinity there, and you also have your Poetic New Book. As always, I will drop the links to all of these cases down below. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you like it, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Later.